Hi guys, welcome to Friendship Shaving. Thank you very much for joining me. My name's Mark and I'm just putting on a little bit of the excess soap that I got from the pot while I was loading my brush. I'll be using my vintage brush today. Here we are, my vintage certified boar bristle brush, and it is the original bristles in it, and I've got 4 days growth today, so I'm going to be face lathering today with that nice brush. We'll get on with that in a moment. And the razor I'm going to be using today is the Twig from the Leaf Razor Company. And looking forward to using this. Haven't used it very much, so it'll be very nice to use it. What I do like about that razor is that it uses half a DE blade, so you get lots of choice over which blade you're going to use. Now this knot, this boar bristle knot, is very floppy and quite thin. But this is the original knot that came with the brush. Of course, I've restored the brush and the knot has been fully cleaned and disinfected. But I wonder when the last time anybody used this brush was. It could be years ago, literally. And I've only lost a few hairs out of it. And I thought I would just use it as long as I could, rather than just immediately replacing it. As somebody once said to me, I think it was the last time that I used this, it's only original once. So that's very true, and you can see the knot is all twisted from either where it was sat wet in like a cup for a long time, or where they used it in the same direction every time they shaved. Now I'm going to keep adding a little drop more water to this because, as I say, I've got 4 days growth and I want to make sure that it is fully hydrated. I've been quite lazy this last week, having 4 days growth. The soap I'm using today is a lovely soap. It is BarrBarr, and this is by Noble Otter, and it is a barbershop scented soap, but an unusual one. It has hints of lemon in it initially, you'll pick up the lemon, but it's also got rosemary and basil in it, and it doesn't obviously smell of the rosemary and basil, but you do pick a little bit of that up behind. It kind of mixes in with the lemon, softens that lemon a little bit, and the lemon I feel disguises the basil and rosemary, and then it's got oak moss, sandalwood and patchouli. It's supposed to represent a sweet powdery barbershop smell. It smells very nice. I don't know if it's a barbershop scent that I'm familiar with, but it is very nice. Another soap that it kind of reminds me of a little, they are different, but it puts me in mind of Sterling barbershop a little bit. Not the sort of most obvious barbershop type of soap, but very, very nice. This one retails on their website for $20. Now, we've got the Twig razor. Excuse me, I've gone all croaky. What I like about this, particularly, is the novelty of the way the head lifts to load the blade. I think that is really cool, really different. And the blade is held in by a magnet, so it sits there perfectly. They've called it their Magnet Blade Assist and trademarked that name. And then that closes down like that. Now I think that is really novel. The handle itself, I've said this before, it puts me in mind of an old vintage gem bullet tip razor. And the last time I had a shave with this, I had a very good shave indeed. I'm using today a Lord Classic blade. It's a stainless steel blade, and there we are, there's the packet. I don't have the outer box, just the inner box. There we are, the greens, and these have been recommended to me and sent to me by David. So we'll get it going with just want to make sure that is tightened and we're ready to go. And you know what, guys? 4 days of growth coming off as easy as can be, and actually that's very nice. Now, I've perhaps got my soap a little bit watery, but that's okay, it'll be nice and slick, but it may just be a little bit messy. Now I think this is a very intuitive angle. And leaf razors recommend the Twig if you have sensitive skin, and as a lot of you know, they also do the thorn if you like a razor that's a little bit more aggressive and cuts a little closer to the skin. Now I've not tried that one. I'm sure you can hear the hair coming off. It's really taking it off well. The finish on mine is the mercury finish, it's called. It's like well, it's like a cross between brown and black. So I don't think it's the black one. I bought it second hand. They sell for $59 new. So it's very reasonably priced. It's an interesting design with this large base that swivels to open the head. Would work very well as a unisex razor. I think women shaving their legs would find this sort of handle very useful. To me, when I pick it up, it's always felt a little bit, I hesitate to say the word clumsy in the hand, but whenever I shave with it and I actually start shaving, it just feels quite natural. It's shaved with this only a few times. It sits on my little finger, you can see. It's not knurling, it's got vertical lines machined into, there we are, that's a good angle, machined into the handle of the razor. So maybe there is the place to hold it, but I find it comfortable just to rest it on my little finger there. There we are, a very nice, easy first pass. I've not used these Lord Classic blades before. I was having a look through my box and I don't have any of these. So it was very nice to get a couple to try from David, and they're pretty good actually. They're just a stainless blade, but as you can see, it's taken care of 4 days growth, no problem at all. I'm smelling a little bit more of the basil there, or the basil as you American chaps say. Now I thought I had absolutely loads of soap on my brush, but you know what? My knot seems to have eaten it a little bit. I'll see how we go. I'm going to go back to the tub and get a little bit more soap on. There'll be enough, but you know, if I've got a tub of soap here, you know, I might as well use it, because obviously you want all the slickness and cushion you can get, just to minimise any chance of giving yourself some razor burn. I was looking at the Leaf website earlier today, and there was a picture of a gentleman shaving on there with with not a very good lather. So I guess it just goes to show you don't have to spend ages adding water to your lather, but the more water you add, the more slick it's going to be, to a point. There was also a picture of a young lady on that website shaving her hair, and she had an actual screw through her ear there. Very strange. Young people, very strange indeed. So here we go, second pass now. No blade feel with this razor. At this point, it's really mild, it's really comfortable. and it's very easy to use. And somehow, when I was just doing my neck then, we'll see if it happens on this side. It was just the way that I was moving my hand. But for a moment there, it almost felt as if the razor had a swivel head. I must have been doing that with my hand, but very nice. Yeah, really nice. Right, should be enough soap on here. Look at the splay on this old brush. What I did with this one is I sanded the handle down. This was all in very good condition, so I just sanded the handle down, put a little bit of stain on there. I actually had some leather stain, so I put that on the wood. And it worked quite well, and then I just covered it with a satin varnish. And I mean, it's pretty shiny. It's really nice, really like it. Love these old brushes, I do. I think it's great to sort of reuse them. I wonder how many of these old brushes over the years just got thrown away. Probably millions. Oh yeah, look at this, man. It feels very nice in the hand going against the grain. Really nice. As I say, I was a little bit unsure about holding this razor, but when you get to shaving with it, the shape sometimes, the shape just works. And it gives you the opportunity to put your hand in different positions. Now I'm getting a little bit of the rosemary through on the soap, on a general sort of soap that I can smell in the den. Just generally, it's a very nicely scented soap, great quality. Now that is a very, very nice shave for me. Not quite BBS, just there. I'm not going to worry about that. A little bit there. In fact, let me just get that bit. But generally, a very nice shave. even though I'm not BBS. So for me and my skin, the Twig is more than good enough, and no need for me to try the Thorn. It's a nice razor. I can just feel now that I did those bits. So I've dragged the blade across my face there. So yeah, that is obviously just right for me. Those 3 passes that I do. A lovely shave. The Thorn is advertised as being ultra close on the Leaf website. But for me, for $59, I bought it, and I can't remember who I bought it off now. So if you're watching this and I bought this from you, please forgive me, but I've had it in the den quite a while now. I think I bought it for £50 with post, and that included the postage, second hand. I believe the gentleman I bought it off just didn't do it for him, but I do like it. Comes in a variety of different colours. Very unusual, quite an innovative razor from Leaf, and as I say, I love this. You can do that. Give it a proper rinse, and because of that magnet system, the blade is just held perfectly there. Just give it a shake. Yeah, it's great, really great, but that I like very much. Novel, something, I know it's not new now, but in the world of razors, something quite different and new. Now, I think today I'm going to use a little bit of John Whiskers that I got from Sven. German quality aftershave gel. I always do that and get far too much. Very nicely scented. I think it will go very well with a sort of oak moss and patchouli, and a little bit of sandalwood that is in the BarrBarr soap. A little bit of stingers, a little bit of menthol in this, and I've got about 3 times as much as I need, so I'm just going to put some up there for now. So that is my shave today. Thank you very much for joining me for what was a very good shave with the Twig. There we are, I can stand it up like that. Take care now. Thanks for joining me. Have a good weekend. Bye bye now.